Previous sessions we have been discussing about NameNode, data node, NameNode and data node only. Data replication by default. Okay. If one rack, if not a rack, another rack. If not a node,
Yes.
another node. Based on that concept, we have the minimum replications they give as 3, and this concept is also called as what? Rack awareness. Client will write the data into only one node, and the remaining copies
Node.
will be created by the data nodes itself. Okay, and that process can be called as data pipelining also. Okay, we discussed about this. Next, we have discussed about safe mode. What is that safe mode? The cluster doesn't allow the data to be written into HDFS. Okay,
Yes.
so that means data writing is not possible. Writing can't be done. So what?
Reading can be done.
Yes, only reading can be done. So what could be the reasons for the name node to enter into safe mode? That is the name. Maybe the cluster may be under maintenance. The cluster may be under maintenance or the initial start of the cluster. So by default for 30 seconds, it will be under safe mode. Okay, and we had discussed also blocks. The data gets divided into blocks. And what is the default size of a block? The default size of a block will be
128.
equal to 128 MB. We can configure it to be anything. And the replications, how many replications we can have in maximum?
3 replications.
Minimum 1, maximum
N number of.
512. Maximum we can have 512 replications in that. Okay. In addition to that, the number of blocks can be 128, like this. Next, one more concept is we have discussed about, that is SSH. What is this SSH?
It's, secured shell.
Okay, it is secure shell. What is this? It is actually, it is a protocol. It's a protocol for what?
Name node.
No, for secure communication. Okay, for secure communication between data nodes and name node. Between data nodes and name node, this for that is the protocol used. So this is the secure communication protocol between data nodes and the name node. Okay, and what is the port number at which this communication will be done? That is 8020. 8020. You have to remember all these points. Okay, we shall discuss about the secondary name node. I will introduce secondary name node today. What is the secondary name node and what is going to be do? Is going to be done. So in the first, so initially we have discussed only two process, that is called as name node and secondary, sorry, data node. Name node and data node. So name node will be the master process and data node will be a slave process. Slave process. Okay, that we have been discussing all these days. Only involving name node and data node. Now let us try to involve secondary name node also into our discussion. Okay, so where this secondary name node is going to come into picture. Okay, so
Yeah.
now when we have some nodes, let's say this node, and what type of hardware may be required to run data nodes? To run data nodes, what hardware is required? Is it high level hardware or commodity hardware?
High level.
No, data nodes. Data nodes will be commodity hardware. Commodity hardware,
Yeah.
but name node will be high level configuration. Okay,
High level.
highly configured hardware is required. Okay, let us say like this. Now, data node. Let's assume like this. We have 5 slave nodes and one master node. That let us called as name node. So these data nodes are going to maintain what? Data nodes will maintain the information of the blocks
Data.
present with them. Okay, that is not the actual data. Okay, that is information of the blocks report. Okay, information of the blocks. Then what about this name node is going to maintain? What is the
Name
name?
node contains the
Hmm.
raw information about the data node.
Okay, not only that. So for every 3 seconds, right? We have discussed about heartbeat interval. Heartbeat interval. Okay.
Yes.
So for every 3 seconds, each data node will be sending the information to for every 3 seconds, each data node process will try to send a message to NameNode. That is called a heartbeat message. Already we have discussed about this. Okay, heartbeat message. So this NameNode will contain the information of all the data nodes, the information about the all the data nodes. Okay, so these data nodes maintain what? Actual information of the blocks, actual information of the data stored with them. But this name node will maintain information of the data nodes. Okay, information of the data nodes. So this name, that information will be called as what? Simply we can call as data. This is the data about data, data about data. Okay, let me tell you this. Okay,
Hmm.
data nodes. Let us say data node 1, it is having some, let us say block 1. Data node 2, let us say block 2. Data node 3, let us say block 3, it has block 3. Data node 4, let us for block 4. So what is that data content? Data node will maintain the information of block 1. Everything will be maintained by this data node. Similarly, the entire information of this block will be maintained by the data node 2. Similarly, block 3 information will be maintained by data node 3. Then what name node is going to maintain? What name node is going to maintain? This name node is going to maintain metadata of the actual data. What is the actual data here? These blocks.
B1.
Blocks are the actual data, nothing but the actual data. So they don't maintain, name node doesn't maintain actual data. Who maintains actual data? Data nodes.
Data nodes.
But this name node is going to maintain metadata about these blocks, on which data node they are residing, on which data node they are residing. Okay, that information they are going to maintain this name node. So this does not maintain actual data. Instead, it maintains data about data. There is nothing but data about the blocks and data nodes. Where these blocks are available, at which data node these blocks are available, that data will be available. It is data
Yeah.
about actual data.
About data.
This is called as metadata. NameNode is going to maintain the metadata of all the data nodes, all the blocks present in the cluster. Okay, data nodes maintain actual data. Data nodes maintain actual data. What is the meaning of the blocks? They will look after the blocks. Are the name nodes are directly communicating with the blocks? No, they don't communicate. Then data nodes will update. Data nodes will update name node about the block information. That is called as metadata. Okay, metadata.
Yeah.
Right? That's what we have. Now, this is the case where actually, so when some client is writing the data, it is trying to write the data into HDFS. Let's say one client process trying to write the data into HDFS. Let's assume this is a HDFS cluster. Okay, it's fine. So whom does the client will approach?
Name node.
Name node, obviously name node only. So name node it is going to approach name node. This name node is going to give the information of what? The data nodes
Data
available
node.
in the cluster which have the space so that it can run. Okay, it can write the data into. Similarly, when client is trying to read the data from the HDFS, in that case also client will ask whom? Name node only. In that case,
Yeah.
so this node is going to give the information that these are the blocks present with these data nodes. You can read the data from them. This is how it is going to happen. Okay, now this name node is maintaining some reference. So in this cluster actually now we have two processes, data node and name node. Which whether data nodes or name node, which process will have the information of the all the data present in the cluster?
Name node.
Name node only, right? Exactly, name node.
Yes.
Okay, now if one data node is down, how that failure will be handled? Let's say
Mm.
block 1, block 2, block 3, block 4. We have, let us say, 4 blocks. So if this node is down, block 1 is going to be lost. We lose block 1.
Yes.
But is there a possibility of overcoming this failure? Yes. What is that?
Yeah.
We have the concept of
Yeah.
replication. B3, B4, let us say like this. So if this node is down, even though we may lose B1, but we have another copy of B1 in another node. Okay,
Yes.
that's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you now, what if name node goes down? What is the situation if name node goes down? If the node on which name node service is running, that is down because of some reason, let's say, then how that failure is going to be handled? Who has to handle it? That's very, very critical. If this name node service is down, how the client can be able to read or write the data out of this cluster or from this cluster? So till now we have been discussing about only one problem, that is if data node is down. If data node is down, another data node may give backup. Why? Because replication is there. Now what about if name node is down? So this entire metadata is going to be lost. We don't lose the data. Actual data will be there with the data nodes only, but we are going to lose the
Meta.
entire metadata. So if you lose metadata, there's no chance of retrieving the data back again. So we cannot access them. Even though data is there, we are not able to access it. So then what to do now? Okay, here comes the secondary name node. So the name itself says that it is also what?
Name node.
Name node process only, but it's secondary. This is the primary and this is the secondary one. Okay, so what happens is when the primary name node, this is called a primary name node, if this primary name node goes down, someone has to take that lead. Someone has to take the lead. That means whatever the data that is there with the metadata, sorry, with the name node, what is the data we have? If the data is available with another node has the same block, then there is no problem. Similarly, if we can have another copy of data with data node, sorry, another node, then uh, even though in case of failure of one name node, another name node can become active. That is secondary can become the active now. Okay, so how this is going
Okay.
to be done is, see this now, name node, secondary, primary. This is important. This is important trying to understand here. So name node, all the data nodes will be interacting with the name node. They won't interact with secondary name node. Okay, they interact with only what? Name node. Okay, na? Now, for every 3 seconds, right? For every 3 seconds, these data nodes will be updating their information to the name node. Fine. Okay. Now, what this name node does is for every 1 hour, for every 1 hour, whatever the metadata it has, that entire metadata is going to be created as a copy, as into where? Into the secondary name node. That is that 600 seconds, 60 minutes, that is 1 hour. Okay,
Yeah.
the data and
Mm.
secondary name node. This is by default. That name node is designed to serve these data nodes first. So if it's not able to serve these data nodes, the SDFS will go down, total the process will go down instead of going with very frequently. So by default it has been set to 1 hour. Okay, but the problem here it is, let's say some writing process has started. So some client is writing some data into this HDFS cluster. So it is going to, that client is going to first consult the name node, and based on the information given by the name node, the client is writing the data into data nodes. Got it? Now,
Yeah.
so it has written the data up to 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, name node went down. So when the backup will be created for the secondary name node, when the cluster starts at 7 o'clock,
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, okay, 8 o'clock, and for and next 9 o'clock, next 10 o'clock, like this the backup is going to be created with the secondary name node. Got it? And now
Yeah.
let's say 8:30 key, 8:30 key or around 8:30 or 8:50, let us say 8:50 also, 8:50 key this name node is down. What will happen? Yes, what data we are going to lose? Entire data or only part of the data? So 8 variki already we have the status, but the secondary number does not have the information from 8 to 8:50, but up to 8 o'clock it has the data. So here
Mm.
gap, whatever the gap is there, that 50 minutes of data we are going to lose. Okay, we lose that. We cannot allow not even a bit of data to be lost. Should have every bit of data into the cluster without losing anything. So we can't let even a bit of data to be lost. So that is the reason in Hadoop 1, in Hadoop 1 versions, this is the problem actually. That is, one name node and one secondary name node process will run. So backup will be created for every 1 hour. So because of this, if something goes down, if name node goes down before this 1 hour creation of a backup, we are going to lose the data. The situation is called as single point of failure. The situation is called as what? Single point of failure. What is the single point of failure? If name node is down, simply we lose the data. That's it. Nothing else. Simply we lose the data. That's it. Why?
Yeah.
Because secondary name node can have the backup only for every 1 hour. That's it. So this situation is called as what? Single point of failure. If name node goes down, the data is going to be lost. That is simply failover. That's it. They simply failover. So name node cannot retain the data. There's no point of recovering the retaining the data in case of down of name node. This is the problem only in Hadoop 1 only. Okay.